16 minutes on the scoreboard. Ready to start play here in the first quarter. And one of 15 seniors finishing up his career today, Sam Coffey, will be ready to kick this one off. And here we go, and we are underway here at Case Field in Cleveland, Ohio. This football drifts all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's brought out by Dave Burson. He gets out across the 20 over on the far sideline, ran out of bounds near the 23-yard line, and that's where the Tartans will come out to start their first drive. And Ed Doherty, as we just talked with Greg Devilak about on the pregame interview, they run, and they run.
Well, they run out of that wing tee. They run that Navy type of offense, and there's a lot of things that defensively you must do. We'll get into that after they run their first play.
The quarterback is Rob Kalstein, and they will put it into the hands of Patrick Blanks, one of 3 running backs who really split all the carries in that wing T formation. He makes for the sideline, gets out of bounds near the 30, and picks up close to 7 on their first play from scrimmage. 2nd down and 3 from their own 30 for Carnegie Mellon. We're just underway here at Case Field. 14:40 to play in the opening quarter on a bright and sunny day here in Cleveland, Ohio. Game time temperature of 70 degrees here on November 13th. Kalstein calling out the signals. They will turn around, hand it straight up the middle. This one carried by Justin Pratt, and he is quickly upended at the line of scrimmage. Nicely defended by Dale English of the Spartans.
Well, you look at this offense at Carnegie Mellon, the first thing that comes to mind is they must have quick, athletic offensive linemen. They have to have guys that can get around and move. They can't simply have big, oversized guys to block you downfield because that's not their scheme. Defensively for Case, they must stay in their lanes at home. They can't overcommit, and they have to be aware of that counter. You can't simulate the speed of the play fakes in this offense if you don't see it all the time. But you know that Carnegie Mellon runs it every year, so they have a book on this team.
On 3rd and 3, they hand it straight up the middle. And again, Pratt, the ball carrier, he is listed as their fullback. Pratt is knocked down right at the first down marker, but he did get the yardage needed. He's out to the 34-yard line. They needed 3, and that's what Pratt got them. He is their leading rusher, averaging 4.5 yards per carry and just under 70 yards rushing per game.
Well, this is very much a 10-on-10 game for Carnegie Mellon.
Here's the first pass of the day, and it's a little out route caught by Alex Lum, the receiver who lined up at the numbers on the left side of the formation, and he gets it out to the 38-yard line, close to the 39. A pickup of 5 for the Tartans, and it's 2nd down and 5 from the 39-yard line.
And defensively, you can get lulled to sleep out of the running formations from Carnegie Mellon. You'll see 8 in the box, 9 in the box, 10 in the box eventually, and then that's when that offense will hit you downfield on a big play.
Pratt gets the handoff straight over the left tackle, gets out close to the 42-yard line. He'll be short of a first down, but he picks up 3 more.
They list Pratt at 6 foot, 215 pounds, Dave. He looks a lot taller than just 6 foot tall, especially the way he carries the ball. He isn't your typical prototype fullback in this kind of formation. He's more lanker. He doesn't get his shoulder pads over his knees. He runs more straight up and down.
Pratt is out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, a senior on this Tartans team. They are 4-5 on the season. Case is 7-2. Kalstein rolls out right, cuts it back upfield, has first down yardage, and he's tackled near the 50-yard line by the Spartans. Michael Harris and Rich Doolin there on the defensive stop for Case, but the quarterback gets him the first down yardage on a nice run out to midfield.
Well, Kalkstein has one option in that formation, in that play. It's one look downfield. If it's not there, then he tucks it and run. He has Convoy in front of him. He has the backside guard and tackle out in front. If the pass isn't there, it's simply run, get the first down, and we'll go from there.
Flags come out as the next play was about to be snapped, and it will go against Carnegie Mellon. And it looks like either a false start or a procedure penalty against the Tartans, and it's the first penalty yardage marked off today. And this will go back to the Tartans 45. Kalstein, 5'10", 170. He's out of Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and just a freshman.
Yeah, Gateway High School just on the east end of Pittsburgh.
First down and 15 from the 45-yard line. Double reverse on the handoff. They put it into the hands of Jake Nardone, their left halfback, and he cuts it upfield for a couple of yards. Not a lot of running room there. Picked up maybe 1.5. Second down and 14 coming up for Carnegie Mellon. We have no score. 11:20 to go here in the first quarter.
You saw the Case defense there stay at home. They didn't follow the jet sweep and overcommit on the backside. So when the counter came back, they were right there to stop it after a gain of 1.
Two receivers on the left for Colstein. They will try to throw it out of the backfield, and it's knocked down by Dale English, and it falls incomplete. They were looking for Chris Garcia, the sophomore, who came in motion to the near side of the field, and they were looking for a screen pass to Garcia, but Dale English had other ideas, and the junior knocks it down incomplete and brings about 3rd and 14.
And this is not a down and distance that Carnegie Mellon is built for. This run-first offense where you run 4 out of every 5 plays is not built to succeed in 3rd and very long.
3rd down, 14 from the 46. Back to throw. Colstein fires, and he was hit as he was letting the pass go. It falls incomplete. Throwing it in the neighborhood of Zach Gallup, the junior tight end, but it brings now 4th down for the Tartans, as the Spartans got some nice pressure on the quarterback.
Well, and pressure gets to the quarterback again in this wing T because the offensive linemen don't have the overall practice at pass blocking. They're not taught extensively how to shift their feet in a pass blocking situation. They're taught to drive off the ball and blow people out of the way.
Carnegie Mellon's punter is Rich Pattison, and he will get this one away. Drifting over to the far sideline, it will go well out of bounds. We'll see where they give it to Case. And we're angling it over near the sideline, and we're still walking it off, and it just so happens that it went out of bounds at where?
Right at the 20-yard line, I believe.
That is the 20, and I'll tell you, the glare today on the far side of the field to our left is extensive. You can barely see the numbers on the field, as bright as it is today, and we will take it in mid-November. What a beautiful day here today for college football, and the Spartans out offensively after forcing a punt on the Tartans' first possession. They'll hand it to Brian Webster, the senior, as he goes in motion, cuts it upfield across the 25 and wiped out near the 30-yard line. Brian Webster out of Southfield, Michigan, the 5'9", 170-pound wide receiver, gets the handoff and gets 9 on the play. It's 2nd down and 1.
Well, we've seen that now. 3 of the 10 games, the Case has come out on their first offensive play, and it's been that jet sweep. Another one was a fake sweep in which they threw the ball long downfield.
2nd and 1. LaBarge is in the backfield. He'll get the handoff from Joey Baum. He has the first down, gets out close to the 34-yard line. A 5-yard pickup for Trevor LaBarge. LaBarge, the sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri, who competed against his brother Chris in last week's game against WashU. LaBarge will stay in the ball game at fullback. Derek Bush, one of the seniors today.
And Jake Abbott's checked in at right guard.
Bush lines up at tailback, and he will get the call. He runs behind LaBarge, hits the line of scrimmage, and gets about 2 on the play. And the Spartans looking at a 2nd down and about 8. Football marked all the way out near the 39-yard line, so he got more than we thought as they give him forward progress all the way to the 39.
Case with 6 linemen, including Bryce Coleman, the tight end, but they're unbalanced to the left side. Coleman is technically the tackle on the right side of the formation.
2 receivers line up on the left. Baum will roll right. They will flip it out to Bryce Coleman. He has running room. 45, 50, over near the sideline, and he's cut down at the 47-yard line. On the tackle, Dan Miller, the cornerback, finally brought Bryce Coleman down.
Now, Coleman's the eligible receiver because he's on the end of the line, but Case simply went unbalanced to the left and then let Coleman come off the right side, open in the flat on the naked boot by Baum. Wide open, they pick up the first down. They're in Carnegie Mellon territory.
14-yard pickup for Bryce Coleman, his 11th catch of the season. 9:10 to play. First quarter, no score. Case driving. They started this drive on the 20. They're now in Tartan territory at the 47. Baum in the shotgun. High snap. Goes over the head of Joey Baum. He picks it up on one hop and then goes down in a heap all the way back at the 40-yard line. This one loses 13 yards on the high snap that got away from Joey Baum.
Well, and ordinarily, because he was able to pick the ball up so quickly, he'd have an opportunity to go with it. But look like Case was setting up a center screen to Bill Deitman, and the lineman did not block the defensive front three, which then engulfed Baum once he recovered the football.
Second down and 23 from the 40-yard line. Baum will dump it off to Derek Bush. Makes the catch 40 out near the 44-yard line. He took a lick. As coming in to put the hit on him was Mike Shedlowski, the senior linebacker out of Bridgewater, New Jersey.
He's the captain on that defense. One of two captains for Carnegie Mellon on the squad. And you saw that screen pass there, Dave. That was the setup. That was the play they wanted the down before when the ball went over Baum's head.
It only picks up 4 yards as Bush was knocked out of bounds. Third down, 14 from the 49. Baum goes up top, middle of the field, looking for Webster. He slides down, tries to make the catch, but can't. It's incomplete. Defensive coverage by Owen Parker. And the Spartans looking at a long fourth down, and they will have to punt on their first possession as well. So the drive stalls. 7:44 to go here in the first quarter. We have no score between Carnegie Mellon and Case in the annual Academic Bowl today here at Case Field. Dan Vassell on to punt for Case. He takes the snap, gets the punt away. Fair catch called for by Dan Miller of Carnegie Mellon. He makes the catch at the 19.
Case did not adjust there as Carnegie Mellon brought a seventh man back into the rush formation. Case only has 3 tight linemen and 3 protectors, so it was 7-on-6 for Case. Vassell lucky to get the kick away.
Dan Vassell on the season, averaging 32.5 yards per punt. Man, that one went for 34, I believe. 36 yards officially on the punt by Dan Vassell. First and 10 from the 20-yard line for Carnegie Mellon. And now Kalstein spins away from a tackler, and then he's wiped out as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Getting in there on the tackle for Case was Michael Harris, the nose guard. They had pressure on Kalstein again, Ed, and he got away from the initial contact, but then could not turn it into positive yards.
Well, Adam Watson showed you his strength there. He spun Kalstein all the way around with one hand. He was on the ground, reached up, grabbed the jersey, and it slowed him down enough where the backside pursuit from Harris could come and stop him from no gain.
7 minutes to play. First quarter here at Case Field. Under the bright sunshine. They will pitch this one back to Jake Nardone over to the right side. He is tripped up as he gets out to the 24-yard line. Made it for the far sideline.
The right guard, Jake Krause, for Carnegie Mellon is going to get called for the hold.
Holding against the Tartans. There is the signals. The flag was thrown out right at the spot where the tackle occurred, and they are going to mark this one off from the 22-yard line. And the Tartans will have the ball at the 12. So it will remain second down. But they mark off 10 yards on the penalty.
Toss sweep there for Carnegie Mellon out of that wing T formation. And Krause got out in front and was looking, just got his right arm out enough to hook a Case defender, and he got called for it right in front of the official.
Garcia goes in motion. They hand this one to Justin Pratt. He gets out close to the 14. Might have picked up 2. And a third down and 15 coming up for the Tartans. They will use an array of running backs in this game. We've seen Pratt already. Nardone carries. Patrick Blanks. We'll also see Chris Garcia, Jared DeLillo. Kyle Irish gets some carries, as well as Seth Naperkowski. And so you will see Rich Lackner and his offensive coaches get a lot of guys in there with a lot of touches. Pratt runs straight ahead, gets out near the 20. A pickup of 5, maybe 6, but a long fourth down And once that holding penalty was walked off, it looked like the white flag came out there for Carnegie Mellon. Just 2 running plays straight ahead, and they'll punt it away and take their chances and try to get Case as deep as possible.
Well, they can't beat themselves. If they do, then they're in a deeper hole than they already are with a one-dimensional offense.
Colin Repko is back deep to receive this kick, along with Dan Calabrese. The punter is Rich Pattison. He gets the high spiraling punt away, and this one goes out of bounds. Calabrese was going to try and catch it. It goes out of bounds at the 45, 46-yard line. Case will start in their own territory, but near midfield. 33-yard punt with no return. And Case will come out on offense, and Zach Homick is on the field here, Ed, as he lines up on the right side with Brian Webster.
Well, neither Homick nor Nicely got a look in that first offensive set for Case. They weren't even thought of in the play calling.
Baum is in the shotgun at quarterback for Case. He will hand the ball to Bill Deitman, the Mentor native. He gets out close to midfield before he is hit and knocked back. And that will bring about second down for Case after a 4-yard gain by the senior Bill Deitman, who comes into today's game with 402 total rushing yards, a net of 374, 3 touchdowns. And no one will soon forget, Ed, his terrific performance in the season opener this year against John Carroll, when he ran for 168 yards. Baum in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it into the slot, intended for Webster, but that ball is batted down by Carnegie Mellon. It looked as if it was big number 52, Dan Bemke, who came in and knocked the ball down.
Well, Bemke came on a blitz off the right side, right into Baum's face, got his hand up and batted it away. Pass was intended for Brian Webster again. That's the 4th time today they've looked to Webster.
Bemke, 6'2", 220 out of Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. A little screen pass to Homick, and he is hit by Bemke and knocked down immediately. And that one will go for a loss, and Homick gets up a little gingerly after absorbing a big hit. And again, he is nowhere near 100%, but gutting it out on senior day. Right now it is 4th down and 9 for Case. Sam Coffey is out in the punt formation.
And Baum in the short pistol, and Coffey was the deep in the shotgun, and Carnegie Mellon calls the timeout. That's the 2nd time in 3 weeks we've seen that.
Carnegie Mellon watching the tape, and they saw that personnel set, and they take their first timeout. So we have 3:58 to go here in the first quarter. No score here at Case Field. It is senior day here at Case Western Reserve University. We'll take a timeout as well, and we'll be back with more first quarter action in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Back at Case Field, it is 4th down and 9 for Case from the 47-yard line. The snap goes back to Sam Coffey, and he will punt this one away. A high end-over-end kick. It lands at the 19-yard line, and the Spartans will down it at the 20. Brian Meddlesitz is there to touch the football as the Spartans got under a nice hang time for Coffey on the little pooch kick out near the sideline, and it turns out to be an effective punt for Case, and they pin them back on the 20.
Well, when Case originally came back, Carnegie Mellon was still confused about what to do. Mellon sent a return man deep, but that left Brian Meddlesitz uncovered. They had some shifting around. Eventually, snap did go back to Coffey, and he had the rugby-style kick for 34 yards.
33-yard punt, no return. They'll give it to Pratt straight up the middle. Nice running room across the 25. He's tripped up and rolls out near the 28-yard line. Justin Pratt peels off 8 yards. The fullback, 6 feet tall, 215 pounds. And that time, he got them a very nice chunk of yardage on first down.
A little cutback play was designed to go off the right side. He saw a lane back on the left side of the center. He came back through it, picked up 8 yards, and now Carnegie Mellon can be much more comfortable in this set at 2nd and 2 as opposed to the last 2 offensive plays or offensive series.
Kalstein drops back to throw, goes down the far sideline into double coverage, and that ball is picked off by James Wodeka. He is downed right at the point where he picked it off, and the Spartans come up with the football on the interception. It's his 6th of the year for James Wodeka, the senior out of West Lafayette, Indiana, and the Spartans will take over as the pass is picked off by Wodeka.
That's 4 in the last 3 weeks, I believe, for Wodeka. He had 2 against Chicago, 1 last week against WashU. So what a conference play for James Wodeka here in 2010.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Bomb rolling out, goes to Homick, tries to move up the near sideline, but he is taken out on a nice tackle by Dan Miller. Spartans pick up 7 on the play.
That's career catch 200 for Zach Homick.
Homick today with his 2nd. We'll update you on how close he is to some of these other records. They go to Bush. Flag comes out. Bush across the 45 over near the sideline is ridden out of bounds near the 40.
And coming back as Tony Opperman got called for the hook. Right at the point of attack, Opperman trying to seal the corner.
Opperman back in there, just a junior. Opperman has suffered an injury that has kept him out the last couple of games, but back today, 6'2", 270-pounder out of Pickerington, Ohio. It'll make it 2nd down and 13 for Case. The football marked back to the 41-yard line of the Spartans on the holding penalty. Bomb to throw, middle of the field, looking for it nicely, and it's incomplete. Nice defensive coverage by Dan Miller.
That ball was thrown in between 2 Carnegie Mellon players and nicely got his hands on the football, just couldn't haul it in. It would have been good for 16. Bobbled around. And ordinarily, Sean Nicely's a vacuum when it comes to catching balls, especially in the slot inside the numbers.
3rd down and 14 for Case. 2:02 to play first quarter. We have no score. Baum in the shotgun. Bush is in the backfield to Baum's left. Drops back to throw. Good protection. Standing in the pocket. Now the pressure comes and he will be sacked.
Now Baum just looking and looking and looking, waiting for something to happen, waiting for somebody to break open in the secondary, and it just wasn't there. It was almost 4.5, almost 5 seconds in the pocket as Baum just bounced around, and finally was swarmed under for the loss.
Jason Stearns in on the sack along with Bemke as they combine to bring down Joey Baum. 4th down and 18 after a loss of 4 on the sack. Football marked at the 37-yard line. Dan Vassell is back to punt the ball away for Case. Bright and sunny today here at Case Field. There is the punt. It goes almost straight up in the air, angling near the sideline. Case will get a nice bounce out of this, and it will roll down past the 25, all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40-yard kick with no return and a bounce that really saved Case there. And the Tartans will come back out offensively with just 1 minute to go here in the first quarter here at Case Field. We have no score. David Wilson along with Ed Doherty as the Spartans wrap up the 2010 season. They are 7-2, trying to send 15 seniors out on a winning note. Kalstein turns, hands the ball to Pratt. Straight up the middle, gets to the 25. He's tripped up there by Dale English.
Adam Watson also there as Watson crashed in from the end. Saw that Pratt was going straight up the middle, was able to collapse on that. And it's a key. You have to read the guards, see where they're heading, and then after you recognize the play, you can break down and pursue the running backs.
Adam Watson, just a sophomore out of Mentor. 6'1", 210, a Terrific career ahead these next 2 years for Adam Watson on the defensive line for Case. Kalstein rolls right, wanted to throw it, now he tries to run it, and he will run into a host of Spartans out near the 29-yard line. He picked up 3, maybe 4 on the play.
That's Rich Doolin. Doolin just tracked it from behind, and he didn't really pursue hard until he saw where Kalstein was going, and at that point he just accelerated and brought Kalstein down for a gain of just 2 yards.
That will be the final play of the first quarter. These teams playing to a scoreless tie through the first quarter of play. The Spartans will be on defense when we start play in the second quarter. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Ohio today as the Spartans take on the Carnegie Mellon Tartans out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Through one quarter, we have no score.
A very fast-moving first quarter. Took just 30 minutes of clock time to play the 15 minutes for the first quarter.
Well, with so much running emphasis from Carnegie Mellon, the clock continues to move. The Tartans actually had the possession time advantage of 9 minutes and 32 seconds in the first quarter. Chris Garcia gets the handoff from Kalstein on the third down play. It was 3rd and 5. He got back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but not much further, and they're looking at a 4th down and 4 now from their own 29-yard line, and another punt is coming up.
Well, you mentioned the case of 7-2, looking to send the seniors out on a positive note. Carnegie Mellon 4-5. Should they lose today, it'll be their first losing season in 35 years.
Here is the snap back to Pattison, and he will angle it to the far side. Colin Repko will make the catch at the 30, 35-40, and he's taken out by Dan Miller of the Tartans. And the Case Western Reserve offense will come back out and take over at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. It was a 41-yard punt, a 10-yard return for Colin Repko. Repko, the junior. Joey Baum under center. Bill Deitman is the tailback. 3 receivers, 2 on the left. They will go back and hand it to Deitman. Cuts it over the left side, tackled right at the hash mark. After picking up 2 on the play, it'll be 2nd down for Case. No score, second quarter action coming up at halftime. We will visit with Zach Homick, one of 15 seniors playing their final home game today. Baum rolling right, throws it out of bounds. He was looking downfield for Bryce Coleman, the tight end, who had migrated way down the sideline. But Baum was unable to get it to him and just tossed it out of bounds. 3rd down and 8. We'll also visit with Jen Reimer of the Case Western Reserve women's basketball team. Get a preview on the upcoming season, which begins on Monday. Joey Baum directing traffic. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side. 3rd down and 8 from the Case 42-yard line. Spartans have the ball. We have no score in the second quarter. Joey Baum takes the snap, drops back to throw. Pocket breaking down. Now he runs for it. Has some real estate out across the 45 to the 50 to the 45, and he has a 1st down for Case as the senior scrambles for big yardage for the Spartans and keeps the drive alive.
Now, smart decision. He looked downfield initially as he approached the line of scrimmage, thought he could throw it down, pick up the 1st down, then decided with all that green in front of him, he could just run for the 1st down, in which he did. Carnegie Mellon was caught in a line change.
Spartans snap it quickly with no huddle. They handed it to Derek Bush, but got maybe a couple on the play. Looks like they'll give him 3 on the play. Second down, a long 7 for Case from the 42-yard line. Shotgun snap to Baum. Now he's in trouble. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of the football. Throws it out of bounds. Well, he had right in his face Tom Todd, the senior defensive lineman who got away and put pressure on Baum. And again, he throws it out of bounds to avoid a possible big loss.
Well, nicely will come to the sideline. He was the intended receiver on that play. Repko is now in.
Metal sits and Repko will line up on the right. Webster and Homick on the left. Webster in the slot. Derek Bush is in at tailback, flanking Baum on the right. Shotgun snap back to Joey. Throws it. Complete to Metal sits out at the 40-yard line. Well shy of the first down. They pick up 2 on the slant route to Brian Metalsitz. But it's 4th down for Case.
And Carnegie Mellon brought the blitz, and they stunted up front. Jason Stearns had a clear shot at Joey Baum, and Baum just did get it away.
Case will go for it here on 4th and 5. Football marked at the Tartans' 39-yard line. Joey Baum, the senior, in the shotgun. 4 receivers set again. Baum ready to throw. Guns it to the near side. It's Homick who makes the catch and steps out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. And, in fact, it'll be marked right on the 20. So the Spartans come up with 19 yards on the hookup between Baum and Zach Homick.
Homick now with, 23 yards on the day?
3rd catch, 23 yards. Now they hand it up the middle. This is Derek Bush cutting through the defense. Takes a big lick at the end of the run, but got down close to the 10-yard line. Very close to another first down for Case.
Well, Homick now, 11 yards away from tying he did 34 yards coming in.
Needed 34 yards to tie the season receiving yards mark held by David Kalabig of 1,039. Homick entered the game with 1,005. It is 2nd down and 1 from the 11 for Case. We have no score, but Case inside the red zone. Joey Baum looks to take a shot at the end zone in the corner for Homick and overthrows his target. Homick drawing double coverage down there. 3rd down and 1. Case can get a first down. This is the Spartans' 10th play of the drive coming up. 3rd and 1 from the 11. Bush is in the backfield. Baum will sneak it and try to get the first down, and it looks like he did. And Case will have it 1st and goal from the 10. Actually got well inside the 10 on the sneak.
Almost down to the 8-yard line.
1st and goal from the 8 for Case. Spartans trying to jump on the board first today. 11:32 to go in the second quarter. We have no score here in the Academic Bowl between Case and Carnegie Mellon. Homick and Webster on the left. They have Nicely on the right. They will go back and hand it to Derek Bush. Nice cutback, and he gets in. Touchdown, Spartans. Derek Bush, a senior, records a touchdown. It's the first of the day for Case. They take a 6-0 lead as Derek Bush scores his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. 6-0 Spartans with the PAT from Sam Coffey coming up. Holder will be Zach Scott. Dale English is the long snapper. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's on its way, and it is good for Sam Coffey, and the Spartans take a 7-0 lead with 11:15 to go in the second quarter. We'll step away for a timeout. Back with more from Case Field in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Spartans an early 7-0 lead with 11:15 to go in the second quarter. David Wilson and Ed Doherty back with you from Case Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Spartans will kick off an 11-play drive, Ed, using up just under 3 minutes. Coffee approaches the ball and drives it deep all the way down near the 5-yard line. Brought back by the Tartans out across the 20, 25, 30, near the sideline, 35. On the return was Patrick Blanks, who ended up getting about a 30-yard return out of that, depending on where they say he finally stepped out. It looks like they say that the football be marked at the 36-yard line, 31-yard return for Patrick Blanks, and it's 1st and 10 from the Tartans' 36-yard line. 7-0 Case. Long way to go here in the second quarter. Blanks in motion. He gets the handoff. Tries to turn it over the left corner. Runs into a pile of guys out near the 40. Picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Oh, great to see Derek Bush recording a touchdown as he has battled injuries throughout his career, but has been a very dependable runner and a very good receiving back as well, Ed.
Yeah, I think officially that's 10 career touchdowns rushing-wise for Derek Bush.
They'll have the ball straight up the middle. I believe that's Jared DeLello with his first carry of the day. DeLello, the sophomore out of White House Station, New Jersey.
We saw a lot of him last year in Pittsburgh. He was the workhorse for Carnegie Mellon last year.
10:25 to play. Second quarter. Bright and sunny day here at Case Western Reserve University. We're at the Village at 115. Case Field surrounded by the red brick dormitories at Case Western Reserve University. Kalstein turns around, hands it to DeLello, and the ball comes loose. They scramble for it just shy of midfield. We'll see who comes up with the football. They will try and untangle the pile here as they scramble for the ball. Case comes up with it. Coming out of there was Michael Harris with the ball, and Case has it on the Tartans' second turnover of the afternoon.
That ball came loose. As soon as he went into the pile, it just looked like the initial Case defender stood him up, and then everybody else just reached for the football, and it came loose, and they had to unpile, I'm guessing, a dozen players to find out who was at the bottom of the stack.
Football is in Tartans territory right now. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line for Case Western Reserve. Joey Baum calling out the signals, takes the snap. They will go back and hand it to, Baum keeps it, fakes the handoff to Deitman. Now he's in trouble trying to run for it, and he will go down. An ankle tackle before he can really break into the free territory. Charles Tanner brings him down at the last second. Baum was looking downfield. Everyone was covered, and he will end up losing 3 on that play.
That's that bootleg from the left. He rolls out to the right. He has Bryce Coleman underneath. Usually has Nicely coming across the middle, and in this case he had Brian Webster deep downfield. So the ladder was stacked over there, but all 3 were covered.
Joey Baum in the shotgun now. 3 receivers set. Baum looking downfield. He goes to Deitman out of the backfield. Makes the catch across the 50 to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Well, Deitman broke a tackle near the 47, picked up 5 extra yards, and that'll make it a 3rd and very short because he was able to break that tackle.
Owen Parker finally shoved Deitman out of bounds. It's 3rd down and 2 from the 41-yard line. Spartans operating in Carnegie Mellon territory right now, and Baum takes the snap. They will hand it to Deitman. Deitman gets a nice block, gets out close to the 39-yard line, which is exactly where they needed to get for 1st down yardage.
Well, he cut back in, but it wasn't a forceful cut. If he had planted and really driven back to the inside, he would have had no question on the 1st down. Instead, was slightly delayed cutting back to the middle of the field. He did pick up enough for the 1st down, but it was closer than it needed to be.
Cullen Dolan, the right tackle, blazing a path for Deitman that time. Dolan, the sophomore out of Brother Rice High School in Chicago, Illinois.
Unbalanced to left again. They go the same way.
Derek Bush carrying it, has a nice hole and gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 8-yard run for Derek Bush. And the Spartans marching down the field once again after taking over on the fumble.
Well, Case is going with 3 offensive linemen to the left of center, Michael Allen. Only 1 lineman, the guard to the right, and then Bryce Coleman serves as the end of the line on the right side.
2 receivers on the right, no one on the left. Eye in the backfield. They will go to Bush again. Bush is hit and knocked down. Might have gotten to the 29-yard line. If he picked up 1, Case will be looking at a 3rd and 1. Very short yardage situation coming up here for Case. They lead it by a score of 7-0. We have just under 8 minutes to play here in the opening half at Case Field on an absolutely golden fall afternoon here in Cleveland.
3rd and less than 1. This has been Brian Webster's specialty over his career.
Baum will work under center. Bush is the lone setback. Baum looks to throw it, guns it. Catch made by Homick. First down. Homick dives inside the 20-yard line before he's brought down. That's the 4th catch of the day for Zach Homick.
That's an 11-yard gain, and that will put him, I believe, right at 34 yards for the afternoon.
That will tie Zach Homick with David Kalavig for the school record for season receiving yards. Homick now with 4 catches, 34 yards on the day. His next catch will put him over the mark, and this one might do it. He makes the catch down at the 10-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds. Zach Homick across the 10, and they will mark this ball at the 9-yard line. A 9-yard pickup for Zach Homick, and he now holds the mark for receiving yards in a single season here at Case Western Reserve.
And receptions in a
season.
That
also gives him the career receptions mark, a tie with David Kalavig, as that is number 203. Now Homick writing the record books today here at Case Western Reserve. Baum to Homick in the corner of the end zone, dives, and he makes the catch. Touchdown Spartans. 9-yard reception for Homick, who slides down on his back in the back of the end zone and holds that one in. Zach Homick playing essentially on one arm today after suffering a serious injury to his shoulder last week. And he comes up with the touchdown reception and gets a nice congratulations hug from his receiving coach, Ryan Jones, after hauling in the touchdown pass. Case leads it by a score of 13-0, and Sam Coffey on for the point after. There's the hold by Zach Scott. The kick is up, and it is good. And it is 14-0 Case with 7:03 to play here in quarter number 2. And Ed will keep it here during the changeover. And Zach Homick has been an outstanding receiver, a better person than he is a football player. But his name will be all over the Case record books for receiving for a long time.
Well, when you look over what's happened in the last 4 years and what this team has done offensively, and Homick's been a key piece to that, a linchpin on the outside. 12 touchdowns last year, has 11 this season, has 27, I believe, in his career. And he's played opposite of Sean Nicely, who has 30 career touchdowns. So defenses couldn't necessarily roll their safeties towards Homick and say, okay, we're going to double Homick and that let somebody else come ahead, because when you do that, Nicely on the other side of the field can beat you as well. So I think both of them, because of the situation, as good athletes as they are, have really allowed each other to succeed.
Homick now with 11 touchdowns this season. There is the kickoff from Sam Coffey. It'll be taken back at the 4-yard line. This will be run back by Jake Nardone out across the 25, close to the 27-yard line before Nardone is taken down. And the Tartans will come out trailing it by a score of 14-0. Zach Homick now with 26 career touchdown receptions, including 11 this season. 6:57 to go, second quarter. 14-0. Case leading it. They will go to Patrick Blanks on the first play of the drive. He dives out across the 30, near the 34-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Senior Tim Lotz there for the tackle, along with Jake Adams.
Second down and 4 for Carnegie Mellon. Tim Lotz, the senior outside linebacker out of Mars, PA, North Allegheny High School. Quarterback is Rob Kalstein, the freshman. He turns around, hands the football ahead to Justin Pratt. And Pratt dives out close to first down yardage. Might have gotten it. They are out at the 39-yard line, and I believe that'll give them the first down. 5-yard pickup, 1st and 10 Tartans. Quite a testament to the type of program at Carnegie Mellon. As you were alluding to earlier, they are trying to avoid their first losing season in a long time.
Since the Ford administration.
Pratt straight ahead. He is met there and driven backwards. Getting in there on the tackle for Case was Jake Adams. Also got some help defensively from Wade Self.
And Carnegie Mellon, they've had some success as well. They've made the Division III playoffs a couple of times, had a good run about 12, 15 years ago in the mid to late 90s.
Blanks in motion. He'll get the handoff on 2nd down and 8, and he is tripped up before he can turn the corner. Again, Rich Doolin out there pursuing that play. Adam Watson was there as well. Adams came in for help. 5:18 to go, second quarter, 14-0 Case. Here in our final broadcast of 2010, Ed, it's hard to believe we will not be looking at a Week 11. This team and this group of seniors that we're talking a lot about today, they have certainly spoiled followers of the Case program.
Yeah, 5 points separates them from a postseason bid. We talked about this a little bit before we went on the air. Just one missed tackle and one blocked field goal for being 9-0 coming into today.
Kalstein hits the tight end with a pass. That is Zach Gallup. What a great name for a tight end. Zach Gallup makes the catch and gets out of bounds, but it is going to be short of the first down. Gallup was out of bounds out at the 46-yard line, so they only pick up a couple on the play, and they are short of the first down. It is 4th and 3 from the 46-yard line, and Rich Pattison is in to punt this one away. Calabrese is back deep. Here is the snap and the kick. High driving kick will go over the head of Calabrese and go into the end zone for a touchback. That kick went 54 yards in the air off the foot of Rich Pattison. Pretty impressive kick. Case will come out 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And you're right, you talk about 2 straight losses for Case. You're talking about a last-second touchdown or last-minute touchdown against Chicago.
On a 4th down play. And
that erased a 2-point lead. And then last week, 14-13, a loss to Wash U here when Case misfired on 2 field goals that could have won it late. 4:36 to play. Second quarter, Baum to throw it. Hits Homick with a pass. Shakes a tackle, gets to the 30, and out to the 32-yard line. Finally brought down before he can break it down the sideline by Ray Johnson, the junior safety.
Well, and he got kicked up in the thigh, and you see him limp off the field.
4:29 to play, second quarter, and flags come out, or is there a flag? The whistle blew as the snap came back to Joey Baum.
The referee hadn't officially started the clock after they reset the chains. Case was that quick to the line of scrimmage.
Zach Homick's catch was a first down. 1st and 10 from the Case 32. Now they snap it back to Baum. They will hand it to Bill Deitman. Good blocking out across the 40, 45, 50, and hauled down at midfield. 18-yard run for the senior Bill Deitman out of Mentor, Ohio, and he gets Case another first down.
Well, Opperman and Klazewski did such a nice job of sealing the left side that when Dolan rolled around on the pull, he was looking for somebody to block, and Deitman didn't get hit till he was about 10 yards downfield.
First and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to Bill Deitman again. Cuts it to the 45. Flag comes out. 40. Out close to the 37-yard line before he is finally hauled down. The flag may bring this one back.
Yeah, Marcus Kluzinski's, or check that. Tony Opperman's going to get called for another hold.
Nice
trying to
run.
Close the corner, and Opperman got his hands outside, and every time you do that, the officials can see it, and they're going to call you for the hold.
Nice run by Deitman, is wiped out, and they will walk this one back. And we'll see where it is marked off from. It is going to be from the original line of scrimmage, so back to the 40-yard line. And it'll be first down and 20 for Case from their own 40, leading it by a score of 14-0 here at Case Field on Senior Day 2010. Zach Homick lines up on the left. Two receivers on the right. Coleman is in at tight end. They will go to Baum in the shotgun. Throws it out to Homick, makes the catch. Shakes one man, gets out across midfield. They got the holding penalty yardage back as Homick gets to the 49-yard line of the Tartans. And it'll be second down and 9 as Homick hauls in his 7th catch of the day.
And continues to add to that single season record, now at 84 for the season.
3:18 to go. Check that. Our monitor had not updated quickly. That's his 8th catch of the day for 75 yards and a touchdown. They'll go to Homick on the sideline, too high. And it is incomplete as Baum was looking for him down around the 30-yard line. Double coverage. And the pass thrown up and away from Homick. And a Tartan defender shaken up on the play.
He looks like he has a cramp in his calf muscle.
I believe that is Ray Johnson who is down. Johnson covering Homick on the play. 3:08 to go here in the second quarter. 14-0 Case on just a delightful day here at Case Field. A bittersweet day, as always, to say goodbye to senior players who have put in so much hard work, and especially here at the Division III level, Ed, non-scholarship players out here playing for truly the love of football, and they have laid it on the line for 4 years for this institution, and they have come up with 38 out of 40 regular season wins in the last 4 years, and they have led Case to 2 playoff appearances, and they have just been an outstanding group. We were saying the same thing about the seniors who left last year.
Well, it's amazing because, I mean, coming into the game, 37-2 in the regular season, 38-5 overall as a class at an institution known for its academics. And 10 years ago, if you had said that about the Case football program, you know, people were curious as to whether or not they still had a football team. And now in 4 years, the seniors are 37-2, looking to be 38-2 in the regular season, in what has been a challenging schedule with the partnership with the NCAC, always in the University Athletic Conference. So it's quite a statement that these seniors have put here on the Case football program, and where this program has come from to where they're at now, a perennial national ranked team over the last 3 to 4 seasons.
Joey Baum in the shotgun. The injured player was Liam McGrath, number 20. And he walks off the field under his own power and appears to be okay. Baum back to throw on third down. He's in trouble, and he will go down. The sack recorded by the Tartans. Coming in to get him was Mike Shedlowski. Shedlowski out of Bridgewater, New Jersey, comes in virtually untouched and throws Baum to the ground. And it's 4th down and 16.
A delayed blitz, and then he just looked for an open seam as the Tartans ran a small stunt up front to create that lane, and Baum unable to step in to the pocket because of the pressure and goes down for the 8-yard sack.
2:34 to play in the second quarter. Dan Vassell out to kick this one away for Case. They lead it by a score of 14-0 over Carnegie Mellon. There's the snap from English. They come after it, but he gets the punt away, and there will be no return. This one bounces, and it will be down near the 32-yard line. So Case will come out defensively with 2 minutes and change left here in the second quarter. The Tartans offense has been stymied a bit today. They have rushed for 76 yards on 21 carries. Passing yards, only 8. They will run this one. They give it to Patrick Blinks. And Blinks dives ahead for a couple of yards. He's just a sophomore out of Moeller High School in Cincinnati. And Blinks gets out to the 40-yard line. Well, he got more than a couple. 8-yard pickup for Patrick Blinks. Second down and 2.
There's no real hurry up in the Carnegie Mellon offense.
Kalstein fakes a handoff, runs it to the right side. He'll try and cut it upfield, gets across the 45, has the first down and more as he is tackled out near the 46. 6-yard run for the freshman quarterback, Rob Kalstein. First and 10, Carnegie Mellon, 1:42 to play. Tartans used a timeout earlier in the half. They have 2 remaining. 14-zip Case. They will go to Chris Garcia. Garcia piling his way straight ahead and gets out to the 45-yard line.
On that double handoff, sometimes referred to as a scissor play.
Carnegie Mellon calls a timeout here. It'll be their second timeout. 45-yard line, the line of scrimmage now after a 6-yard, maybe a 7-yard run on the play. Second down and 2. They have run that play twice today, the double handoff, and that time it went to Chris Garcia. We will be talking with Zach Homick at halftime and also with Jen Reimer of the women's basketball team at Case Western Reserve University. Some action coming up on Monday night, right, Ed?
Yeah, Ron Jans and I will have coverage of both the men's and women's basketball opener. The men will take on Baldwin Wallace, and the women, I believe, is Washington and Jefferson. Tip-off starts at 6 o'clock. Second game is at 8 o'clock. So the voice of Case Western basketball, Ron Jans, back for a 7th season.
Obviously, again this year, could not find anyone else. Ron is back. 1:22 to play here in the second quarter at Case Field as the football season wraps up today. They will turn and hand this one to Pratt. He has the first down as he powers his way past the 40-yard line, straight ahead running. And he gets out to the 37-yard line. Here's that hurry-up offense for Carnegie Mellon. 1:15 to go, second quarter, 14-0 Case. They go to Chris Garcia, try and turn the left corner, and he sidesteps one tackler, gets to the 30, and ends up out of bounds. Nice move at the end of that run. Got a couple extra yards, and then, more importantly, he got out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Missed tackle by Dad Calabrese at the 35. Allowed him to get not only 6 more yards, but to get out of bounds as well. Calabrese comes up with that tackle. He's stuffed at the 35. Clock continues to run. Instead, he gets out of bounds. They're able to save a timeout. They still have over a minute and only 29 yards to traverse.
Second down and 2. They will hand this one. I believe that's Nardone carrying the football. He's out close to the 26, maybe to the 25-yard line.
And that came from Garcia on that, again, that double handoff, that inside counter play.
That got him a first down. Clock stops with 1 minute to play. They'll restart it when they get the chain set. First and 10 from the 26-yard line of the Spartans. Case leading it by a score of 14-0. They will wing it out on a pass play to the tight end, Zach Gallup. Gallup makes the catch. They spend a timeout as he was inbounds near the numbers on the far side. He dives down close to the 22-yard line. So they pick up 4, and it will be second down and 6 as they stop the clock with 46 seconds left here in quarter number 2 at Case Field. Case will huddle up around Marcus McCullough, the defensive coordinator of the Spartans. Case with a staff of very dedicated coaches that we enjoy being around covering the team. Of course, Greg Debelak, the head coach. Marcus McCullough, the defensive coordinator and assistant head coach. Derek Schlesch is the offensive coordinator. Jerry Shuplinski coaches the special teams and linebackers. And one of the nicest men you can be around, Dave DiCarlo, is the quarterback's coach for Case. Mickey Iliano coaches the offensive line. Mike Jones, the cornerbacks. Jim Michaels, outside linebackers. Ryan Jones, the wide receivers. 46.5 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to throw. Kolstein hit as he throws. This one up for grabs. Wotica with his second interception of the day. What a day for the senior, and it's only the first half. Wotica picks off his second pass of the day. Case gets the ball back with 40 seconds left, and after driving deep into Case territory, the Tartans come away empty-handed.
A third turnover. Case has turned one of those into points. They got a touchdown reception from Zach Homick on a fumble by Carnegie Mellon. Now Case will just be content to head to the locker room.
They lead it 14-0. Joey Baum will take a knee, and Case will take a 2-touchdown lead to the dressing room at halftime. Case will be able to run this one out. They will not have to take another knee. The play clock has not started. And there's only 20 seconds left in the half. Greg Debelak talking with one of the officials. Now just 10 seconds left in the quarter. Well, a great half of play for the Spartans, Ed, especially that of senior Zach Homick, who has 8 catches today for 75 yards.